wait is over. 98.5 Speed FM.
Catch us if you can.
Stay here with you. You are a rainbow sun. I am a lucky one. I am a lucky one. You are my favorite song. I am a lucky one. I am a lucky one. I am a lucky one. Seasons change, but you're the same. Your love is constant. You've never lost it. Your voice is calling out my name. It makes me miss you, even when I'm with you. Oh, nobody wants to go it alone, and I just wanna stay here with you. I am a lucky one. I am a lucky one. You are my favorite song. I am a lucky one. I am a lucky one. I am a lucky one. I am a lucky
A speedy welcome to the show for everyone. This is the Speed Lane on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, and I'm your host on the show this morning. My name is Marysyntia Hangeior, and I'm here with
Wandoo Tortya.
And it's Thursday, the 2nd day of July 2026. Hope your morning has started off well. And the Speed Lane is where we talk about issues that affect our lives, our communities, and even our society at large. You know, when it comes to personal life, when it comes to families, and the entire society. And today we are talking about delayed appreciation. Have you ever noticed that sometimes people don't seem to realize your value until you're no longer there? A friend is always available, always checking in, always helping. Nobody really notices. Then one day the friendship ends and suddenly people begin to say she was actually a good friend. She used to do something like this. Sometimes it's a child who leaves home for school, work, or marriage while they were at home. You know, the little things they did every day weren't really noticed.
Yes.
Then when they leave, everyone starts saying, oh, this house is not the same without you. A dad who was always present, who was always providing, and somehow maybe they are no more, and all of a sudden that is when everyone starts to say, oh, we should have done this. I wish I had done this with my father while he was alive. I wish I would have done this when he was still around. It even happens sometimes with partners, because sometimes people only realize how much someone meant to them after that particular relationship has ended. Maybe they are no longer together. That's when they were together, maybe it's possible that you keep saying, oh, this person is mean, this person is like this, or this person, there's nothing good that this person did, until when that person is no longer there, they begin to remember the sacrifices, the support, the patience, and all the things that they once overlooked. And perhaps the most painful example is when someone actually passes away. At funerals, we often hear beautiful words about kind, generous, or how selfless a person was. Sometimes you can't help but wonder, were these things actually said to them while they were alive. So why does that actually happen? Why do people sometimes appreciate others more only when they are gone, when they are no longer in that place, or sometimes even when they pass away? Now that is what we are going to talk about this morning, and we would love to hear from you. Have you ever experienced that delayed appreciation? Have you ever realized someone's value, only after they were no longer around, only after they were no more, or have you felt that people only appreciated you after you left a particular place, maybe after you left your family? That is when they started to see some of the things that you were actually doing in that place. Now you also can call in to be part of this conversation, and the number for you to call is 0807 Speed FM. That's 0807 773 3336. It's 0807 773 3336. It's the Speed Lane on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, and this morning we are talking about delayed appreciation. We are even streaming live on Facebook at Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi. So you can watch live on Facebook and even leave a comment if you have something to say. But perhaps you have an experience where you were like that with someone until there were no more. That's when you say, oh, I should have done this. Yes. I should have done, those regrets are now there. You can call in and share with us. So like I said, I'm not here alone in the studio. I'm here with Wandoo.
Yes.
And so, Wandoo, what does delayed appreciation actually mean to you?
Well, to me, delayed appreciation is the late acknowledgement or recognition of a person's effort, contribution, kindness, achievement. When they are no longer there. Yes, is the late appreciation of someone's goodness, person's kindness, contribution, efforts, what the person has done to you. Maybe at that time you did not see it, but when the person is no longer there, or when the relationship is no longer there, that's when you sit back and be like, oh, this person really helped me. We did life together and it was pleasing. Yeah, so it's a late recognition of someone's goodness or kindness towards you.
So like someone was good,
yes,
and while the person was there, you weren't even noticing,
yes,
or you weren't actually paying attention,
yes,
or maybe you knew, but then sometimes there's this subconscious thing that people do where maybe they don't know that, okay, mommy is actually very important in the family.
Yes.
That is very important,
Yes.
Until maybe when they leave. At that point, you're even thinking about it. This woman is always annoying me. Like,
yes,
I cannot wait to actually leave
the
this
house,
place.
yes.
She's always annoying me.
Yes.
And then the time comes, so okay, that person is actually not there again, and you start feeling like,
yes,
how I wish I should have done this
yes,
more. I remember when she used to want us to
yes,
sit and talk. I wish she would actually do that right
yes,
now.
yes.
So that's delayed appreciation,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Now you also can call in to be part of this conversation, and the number for you to call is 0807 Speed FM. That's 0807 773 3336. Call in and let us hear from you this morning on the Speed Lane on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. So, Wandoo, have you maybe had a close experience, when it comes to delayed appreciation? Maybe someone was there and you didn't even realize until when they were no longer there, or maybe it happened to someone, sometimes it's not you yourself, but then you're able to learn something from someone else's story.
Yes, exactly. Well, there was an event I saw from someone. A woman trained her children. Yes, her children. Sorry. Yes, she trained her children to school, right from primary school, secondary school to university. Yes, and she even furthered them to study abroad. Yes. So when the children were established, when they have money and were okay, doing well, then the people around the children were like, your mom is she's diabolic, she's a witch. So the children now started withdrawing from the mother. The woman is only her. She's a widow.
Okay.
So yes. Okay. So she's trained the children by her own self alone. So the children now started withdrawing because of people's advice. Yes, talk like she's diabolic. So all the money and the stuff they've been sending for her, they stopped. Stopped sending. So she because of that, she was depressed. She got sick and no attention. She now passed on. Yes. So when the children heard that, they came back, and when they came back to the house, people were telling them what happened, and they were showering the praises on the woman, how she suffered to further them,
raise them, yes, and then they forgot her.
Yes, they forgot her completely when she even needed them the most.
Mm-hmm.
So they were of regret. They were like, oh, why did I not put my attention on my mother, my only mom? She's even an orphan. So it was full of regrets, because the woman really tried for her children, furthering them to school and all that. Then they just neglected her because of what people were saying, talking about her. So it was full of regret, though. It was an emotional moment for me.
Okay, all right. And you got to learn something. You got to open your eyes, you know, witnessing something like that. It's the Speed Lane on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, and I am your host on the show this morning. My name is Marysyntia Hangeior, and I'm here with
Wandoo Tortya.
And we are talking about delayed appreciation. And now you also can call in and be part of the show. And the number for you to call is 0807 Speed FM. That's 0807 773 3336. Why do people mostly only, care about someone or even appreciate someone when they are gone, when they are no longer in that place? Has it ever happened to you that you weren't able to realize how much maybe you needed to even spend time with a person, or you needed to even appreciate them more until they were no longer in your life? That is when you started feeling like, oh, my mom was actually very important. This friendship was actually very important. Why did I not pay more attention to it? Or why did I not do this? So why do people actually do that? You can call in and let us hear from you. And delayed appreciation happens in more places than we realize, because for that one you mentioned like family, right? It was more like a family where someone's efforts becomes obvious only when they are no more, and you start regretting. But even in friendships, it's like that. We sometimes get so used to maybe even having good people around us that we begin to even treat their kindness as something ordinary, like it's just there, and this person is just a good person.
Normal.
What is going to happen? It is only when the friendship changes or ends that we realize how much they actually contributed, into our own lives, and sometimes maybe people focus too much on what their partner is not doing right, what they are not doing right, and forget about the ones that they are doing. And sometimes when we say when you are gone, it's not like maybe the person actually maybe even leaves. Sometimes they just stop what they were doing before. That means they are gone from that particular picture. And that is when someone start realizing, oh, I should have done this when that person was doing. You used to do this, but you're no longer. That is when they now want to actually appreciate,
There's a saying that people miss you when you are no longer.
Okay.
Because by then they will now sit down and remember the things you've been doing for them, and they were not appreciating. By then, even the presence that they used to feel when you were alive and when we were there is no longer there. So they feel the emptiness. But when you were there, they don't feel. They feel it's something normal. Like they can always get your attention. They can always talk to you. But once you are not there, there's an emptiness.
Okay. So go on.
So actually, people feel that when you are there, there's nothing. But there's this emptiness when you are not around. Yes.
All right. Or sometimes something like maybe not knowing that this thing is actually worth, like this thing is actually important, or what that person is actually doing is important, or that person's presence alone is actually important, until they are not there again. That's when you start to feel okay, I remember that at least your sister used to do this. Like imagine maybe a dad preferring one child to the other, and then the other child maybe gets to her for some time, and then she actually leaves the house, and then the other one starts misbehaving. That is when they now start saying, at least your sister used to do this, at least she used to do something. It's because she's no longer here, that is why I am suffering. Exactly. She cannot do this one. She cannot. Now that she's no longer here, that is when you can actually recognize that, okay, she was actually doing something like this. But then when the person was there, it's more like it's just normal thing, like it's nothing. We just take it for whatever we're taking it for. So why do people mostly appreciate others, care about others only when they are gone? Has it ever happened to you that you have someone significant in your life that you even didn't maybe pay that much attention to, or you didn't appreciate as much, or you felt like you didn't even do enough, but you only realized that only after they were gone, maybe gone from your life or even gone, from the world. It could be anything. Have you ever experienced something like that, or even seen someone actually experience something like that? Now you can call in and be part of the show. Number for you to call is 0807 Speed FM. That's 0807 773 3336. It's 0807 773 3336. It's the speed lane on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, and we are talking about delayed appreciation. So if it has happened to you, or you have witnessed it, maybe even happened to someone else, you can call in and be part of the show. Share with us. And why do you think that actually happens? When people only appreciate others when they are no longer there, or when they are no longer in the place that they used to be. So Wandoo, why do you think that actually happens? Hello. All right, you can still call us back and be part of the show. So go on, Wandoo, why do you think that that actually happens, that people no longer people don't appreciate someone till they are not there? That delayed appreciation.
Yes. For me, I think it's because some people are busy. They'll be busy. Because of work, school, daily responsibilities can make you to forget to express your gratitude towards people. Because when you wake up, okay, for instance, you have a party to attend, like a friend invited you for a party, and you have work to go in the morning. You wake up, went to work till 6, and you came back so exhausted. So for you to go to the party, you are not able to go, even to call the person and say, "Oh, I wasn't able," and it's you forgot because of the work stress. So work make people not to reach out to appreciate, or someone gave you something and you were not able to appreciate because you came back late, like someone brought a stuff to you and gave someone to keep for you at home, and you came back late. You're not able to reach out because work stress and the rest. And I think because people don't notice the sacrifices early. Yes, someone will sacrifice for you a lot, and you will not recognize it at that point. You feel it's something normal, it's normal for the person to do this for you. Okay, for instance, a sister bought a dress for you, and you're like, oh, it's something normal. Or maybe just sharing the same her clothes with you, and you feel it's my sister now, I can wear her clothes. It's normal. But what if she's not there anymore? She won't get the clothes for you to share with her anymore. So and another thing I think is maturity and experience. Okay,
yes. Interesting.
Yes, when people grow older, they understand the effort and sacrifice of others. When you grow.
Okay, I get you now. Like maybe the things that you were not seeing as anything, because you didn't understand how much they actually meant, while you were younger, or your mind just matured, and you were now able to realize, okay, this is what this meant. This is how much sacrifices this person actually made. Yes, that's how you mean it, right?
Yes, and another thing is pride and ego. Yes, when you are too proud, when this person did something for you and your pride won't let you to say thank you or appreciate at that moment. So when the person is no longer there, you feel it like, this person really did this for me. She sacrificed a lot for me, but my pride, it's for me, it was something little. It's not, my pride wouldn't let me to.
Hello,
good morning.
Yes, good morning. What's your name?
My name is Mr. Fetching Emmanuel.
All right, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Yes, the topic of the show is very interesting.
All right, thank you.
You see, I view it from the perspective of an African mentality. Yes, because in each of these areas we go to, people show a lot of encomiums on the dead ones. Or they fail to appreciate them while they were alive. I had an experience where a father was in serious pain. He had prostate cancer, he had stroke, and was in serious pain. Members of his family could not take him to the hospital.
Okay.
But when he died, they had to look for a way to kill a cow, to kill this, kill that. And, it was a kind of celebration. The celebration was dead. So it was just very, very, it's a kind of annoying thing. We don't appreciate what people do while they're alive. And it's very, very poor. It's very, very poor. I'm not too good in music, but somebody sang a song that appreciate me while I'm still alive. Don't wait until when I'm dead you begin to shower a lot of encomiums on me. So it's the kind of thing that we need to really change. It's a way of life that is very, very bad.
All right. Thank you so much, Datetin Emmanuel, for calling in to be part of the show. It's the Speed Lane on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, and I am your host on the show. My name is Marysyntia Hangeior, and I'm here with
Wandoo Tortya.
And we are talking about delayed appreciation. Now, you also can call in and be part of this conversation. And the number for you to call is 0807 Speed FM.
That's 0807 773 3336.
Call in and let us hear what you have to say. If you have had an experience like that or something you have seen, some of these things, because when somebody is there or the person is alive or the person is present, then it becomes like, okay, this person is not doing anything, or this person is just there, and whatever their presence, it doesn't mean anything to you at that point.
Yes.
Until maybe the person is no more or no longer even in this world, just like what he said, and we'll come to that. And then that's when you start to shower those things that should have.
Yes.
Wouldn't you have killed that cow for him to eat? When he was actually alive. So what do you think about what Mr. Emmanuel said?
Well, I feel people should learn to appreciate people, rain your praises on them while they're around you, while you feel the presence, than not doing it until when they are no longer there, when you can't see them, when you can't feel them, when you can't even encourage them or tell them what you feel like or what they need to hear around you. Yes.
And something else that he said, that I actually pictured the thing like bit by bit, because the money that was spent at that burial, couldn't he have been used, to actually maybe try to take him to the hospital?
Yes.
There are sometimes that you don't regret when somebody even passes on. At least you were trying to save the person.
Effort,
yes, instead of maybe just ignoring, and all of a sudden the person dies and you are looking for, we have to kill the cow now. Like, he's not going to eat it.
Yes.
Random people. There are some persons that actually attend burials they're just there to eat.
Yes, exactly.
There are people that actually do that, and they say it is not like they even hide it for anyone to hear. They're all celebrating. They're celebrating their life. Why that person would have been able to also feel that joy of the people around me are celebrating me? You didn't say it to them. You just allowed the person, when they passed on. That is when you now started killing the cows, started contribute this money for the burial, do this and that, delayed appreciation.
Yes, like a burial I attended of recent. When I went there, I noticed that it was mainly about food. So, yes, it was food. People that are coming, it was just food that we're focusing on. Even the family members, some of them, yes, because it was my friend's mother-in-law. So it really didn't touch the people coming, and even to my latest surprise, even the family members, they were just struggling on food to serve those that come to come and visit, like their friends, and instead of, I did not even see any sign of tears. There was no tears, just
so in that case, to me, there are some of those things that some people, I don't know about them, them in particular, these people you're talking about, but then there are some people that I actually feel like some of those things is a fake kind of love, because what you mean is only at that moment, someone who never shared an emotion for you, that is the person that is crying more than everyone. Sometimes it's real, but there are some people that I personally feel like that one is like fake love. They're just doing it, and they're just trying to show, we actually appreciate. No, there are some persons that are actually fake. Believe it or not, the world is that wicked. We have come to that point, where even things like that can actually be faked.
Yes.
Now, you also can call in and be part of this conversation, and the number for you to call is 0807 Speed FM.
That's 0807 773 3336.
It's the speed lane on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, and we are talking about delayed appreciation. Only when people start appreciating someone, when they are no longer there, that is when you are able to start appreciating, start regretting, start thinking of the things that you should have done, or the things that you should have thanked them for, different things like that. And sometimes it's on purpose, sometimes it's not on purpose, and what I mean by sometimes it's on purpose and they're not on purpose, sometimes there are people who, even siblings, who spend time fighting about something. Maybe right from small, they used to prefer, when we were younger, they used to prefer you to me. We are now fighting as adults, or maybe they had a good relationship, but then in the line something happened. So we stopped talking to each other and then forget about all the good things, thinking that when I'm ready, we are going to settle it. You never know what's is planned, because no one actually planned what is going to happen to them, things like that. So you never know what is going to happen, and then you're just thinking, when he's ready, he will come to me, or when and then all of a sudden that person is no more, and then you're regretting, I should have done this. At least I should have been able to settle something like this before the person actually left, passed on. I don't know if you get me.
Yes, I do.
Okay, so and we were talking about why this actually happened. You mentioned some things about busy work, busy lifestyles, and then even taking people for granted. At that moment, that thing is not maybe very important, and sometimes it's not on purpose. People are so used to, there's this subconscious thing when you're used to someone's presence.
Goodness,
when you're used to their presence or goodness, whatever they are doing, when you're used to it, sometimes you're unable to tell that, okay, at this point I'm supposed to maybe be putting this kind of appreciation, you just take the person for granted. I think that one particularly is a human thing. Or what do you think?
Yes, it is. People fail to appreciate people because sometimes it's their habit. Some people is their habit. They don't have the habit of expressing gratitude. They feel that it's normal. They don't feel. Some people, they even feel it in their mind to appreciate. You've done good to me, I should appreciate you. But to voice it out, to open your mouth and say it, they feel reluctant. They feel tired. They feel you can understand with me that I'm appreciative. I am thankful for what you did. But to open your mouth, you be like, this is a friend. Bro, you understand.
When they are not there, I should have. If I knew, I should have told someone this thing. I should have told him or her this actually before they left. Now you can still call in and be part of this conversation, and the number for you to call is 0807 773 3336.
That's 0807 773 3336.
It's the speed lane on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, and we are talking about delayed appreciation. Has it ever happened to you? Maybe not paying so much attention, not valuing someone so much until they were gone, or sometimes you actually valued them, but then you were unable to do some of the things. You just kept saying, is it not my mom? She's going to be always there. I will take her to this particular place when I have the time. I don't have the time right now, or I am too lazy right now. And all of a sudden, you wake up one day, life changes, does its thing, because it always does its thing anyway, and then you find that, okay, that person is no longer there. You start regretting, how I knew. If I knew, I should have done this with my mom. I should have called that one called. And I was thinking about it. I don't know, you often hear people talk about things, make those statements and I was thinking about this thing, it was just 2 days ago. I should have told him, I should have done this, I should have done that. That I should
have actually done it.
Would have actually done it then.
It would be as little of telling your mom, I love you, I appreciate your effort, and all of that. And it will go a long way, instead of you to procrastinate and say, I will do it, and at the end, you won't be able to do it.
And sometimes I feel like maybe some people focus more on faults than contributions. Some people focus so much on maybe the things that this person doesn't have. The things that this person doesn't have, rather than even the ones that are contributing. That one is not a priority. Let's focus on, we are dragging this one out until sometimes when they are not there, that is when you start to realize that they were actually doing something that I would have appreciated as well. So you can still call in and be part of this conversation. Number for you to call is 0807 773 3336.
That's 0807 773 3336.
Call in and let us hear from you. If you have an experience, where you fail to maybe even appreciate someone or even do something right before they were actually maybe no longer in your life or even no longer in the world, let us hear from you and what you actually learned from that, because it's just like a reminder for everyone else out there. Hello? All right, you can still call us back and be part of the show. 0807 773 3336. Let us hear what you have to say. We are talking about delayed appreciation. And now, Wandoo, you think this actually affects people, right?
Yes.
Many ways. And what would you okay, let's take a call first. Hello?
Okay.
All right, this person keep trying, and just maybe you will catch up with us. What would you say are some of the ways it actually affects people when they don't relay that appreciation on time?
Well, one of the ways I think it affects us is it makes you feel that there's a lot of time for you to appreciate. Then you notice that this person is no longer there. You cannot appreciate, you cannot voice it out, you can't make the person feel how the person should feel, like the love, the care you would have showered on him or her when the person was around is no longer there. And it reduces your trust. It reduces your relationship with someone. Yes, it destroys relationship. Just imagine saying thank you for what you've done. I appreciate your effort. You just imagine, okay, you're in a relationship with someone and the person has been sharing with love, gifts, and effort, sacrifices, even if it's not convenient for the person. And all you could do is rain insults and abusive to the person instead of you to thank and appreciate. So at the end, the relationship is scattered. It's no more there, and you guys have parted. So it's ruined relationship when you are not thankful. And yes, it's even it missed opportunities to, like, you have an opportunity with someone, yes, to appreciate the person, and the opportunity is now is no longer there again.
Okay,
it has been gone. So the opportunity that you had to live with someone, encourage the person, talk to, feel free, live a happy life, has been taken away from you.
Okay,
you no longer have it again. Then it increases conflict. Like, yes, when you don't appreciate someone, there's a disagreement.
Okay,
like fighting. You are supposed to, like, appreciate the person, tell the person thank you for what you've done. So
and when you say thank you,
yes,
I'm thinking maybe sometimes it's not just that literal, like saying thank you. There are sometimes that you don't have to open your mouth and say thank you,
yes,
but this person knows that
yes,
you are actually thankful for whatever they are doing.
Yes.
Meanwhile, you can still call in and be part of the show. Number for you to call is 0807 773 3336. That's 0807 773 3336. It's the speed lane on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. And I'm your host on the show. My name is Marysyntia Hangeior, and I'm here with
Wandoo Tortya.
We are talking about delayed appreciation. Let us hear your experience. Let us hear your own story. And you can call in right now and share that with us. And I think most of those ways that actually affect people that you mentioned, Wandoo,
yes,
are for people that maybe those people that are still there. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, good morning.
Good morning, ma.
Yeah, what's your name?
My name is Joseph.
Okay, where have you called from?
I'm calling from North Bank.
All right, welcome to the show. We are talking about delayed appreciation.
It's one of that, yes, it was my grandmom.
Okay.
When she was alive, nobody cared to take care of her. Everybody left her and go to do their things that they need to do for their own self. But when she died, none of them cared about wasting a lot of money. Someone was spending, my father's brother, like his other brother, who is working in Cameroon now, even spent $1 million
Okay.
money to
for her burial. But the time she was suffering with different type of sickness, nobody cared to take care of her.
But then when she passed on, that's when they were sending huge amounts of money. Oh, okay. All right. Thank you so much for calling in to be part of the show, Joseph. It's the Speed Lane on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, and we are talking about delayed appreciation. Wandoo, you heard Joseph. That's quite an emotional story.
Yes,
you
it
know.
is, yes.
And I don't know what age he is, but he actually sounds, more like a child.
Yes.
But then it's possible that he's not. And he said something about his grandmom,
Yes.
and when she was actually there and suffering with illnesses, no one was maybe sending money or anything like
Yes,
that
for
for her to be
treatment.
taken care of
Yes.
until she passed on. And
Yes.
then someone that is even in another country, you mentioned his uncle that was in another country,
Yes.
sending money, huge amount of money, even
Yes.
from there. The one that should have actually maybe be able to save that person's life.
Yes.
And sometimes it might not save the person's life, but you know that you tried to
yes.
actually help that person.
Yes.
Not it's more like you're just keeping money for other people to come and enjoy when it's at their own burial.
Yes, yes.
It's other people that are coming to enjoy the money. They
Yes,
don't
not
even
the
know
person.
exactly. And sometimes we're talking about how it affects people. Sometimes that can even haunt you, living with that regret, because you mentioned a lot of effects when it comes to the people that are still there, around with us. But then the ones that are no more, you just have to live with that regret. You keep thinking about it. Some go as far as even haunting you, for a
Yes.
while. You're unable to do something. Some people start being scared a lot, even with the people that are still around, simply because they failed to do something. And then imagine being held back by someone who is no longer there, simply because you couldn't do something
Yes.
while they were actually there with you. And someone might feel like, oh, that's not going to hold me back. But actually, people have confessed like, okay,
Yes.
I wasn't able to do something like this for my mom, while she was there.
Yes.
And I wasn't able to show it in this form while she was there. But now I'm actually feeling like I wish I had the chance to actually go back there.
That's
And
emotional disappointment.
Yes, and that loop, of thinking, constantly regretting, wishing, and thinking about it. It holds a lot of people back,
Yes.
more than people even talk about. So what can we actually do better instead? What can we even do going forward? If you were to say that, from the things that you have seen, you said that you learned a lesson from that story, of that woman that you shared with us here. So what would you say is something to do better going forward, since you also got to learn a lesson from that story?
Well, the things I would like to do going forward is to appreciate people why they are here with us, why they live, and show them gratitude, show them love. It could be a little love, like just appreciate them, tell them how much you love them and value them. Yes, instead of just leaving them or instead of letting them to just be on their own or making them feel as if they understand. They should understand that you care, you love them, instead of voicing it out. So we should voice it out, we should show it, we should appreciate them, we should even make it known to people that you appreciate this particular person. Yes, for the effort, the time, the sacrifice, because it's not easy for someone to go out, like go all the way from the person's comfort to sacrifice for you, to care for you.
Hello. Yes, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, what's your name?
My name is Vera.
Okay, Vera, could you speak up louder?
Yeah, I'm calling from Yadovila.
All right, welcome to the show. So we are talking about delayed appreciation.
Yes, I love it.
Oh, okay. We cannot hear you clearly. Could you speak up louder? Try again. Speaking up louder.
I said I always
Oh. Maybe you have to call us back. It's really low, and but she said one thing I heard is that she said she loves the program. So Iveren, you can call us back and be part of the show. It's 0807 773 3336.
That's 0807 773 3336.
You can call in and be part of the show. Tell us what you think we can actually do better, going forward. And if you have had that experience and where you
Yes.
appreciated someone late, what you actually learned from that. You can share it with someone else quickly before we go. And you are talking about appreciating someone while they are still there.
Yes. Yes, you can show them respect and support. Support them, treat them nice, listen to them, be there for them, and recognize their efforts. Yes, make them feel love. Express it even publicly. Yes, that you care, you appreciate what they have done for you. Yes, and also spend quality time with them. Just imagine you have a grandmom. Yes, you have a grandmom that is still alive. You can spend time with her, listen to her, ask her about her life, why she was young. Yes, the history of your culture and all that. Spend quality time with them so that they'll feel love, they'll feel respected, and all that.
And you have no regrets, even if they are no longer.
Exactly.
Even if they are no longer dear again. Hello.
Hello. Hello. Good morning.
Yes. Good morning. What's your name?
My name is Emmanuel. I'm calling from Kilometer 13 Boko Road.
All right. Welcome to the show, Emmanuel.
Thank you so much. I love the program.
All right. Thank you. Go on.
And yes, it's something everyone needs to know. They say the appreciation is an application to do more. If anybody is doing anything good to you, you have to appreciate that person. It's difficult to give. It's difficult to show kindness to people. But people who have chosen to do this, they deserve to be appreciated. They deserve to be announced to others to know. It may even encourage others to do what they're supposed to do and they're not doing. Then there's this thing that happened. I have a friend, Dr. Wandoo Tortya. He's actually a doctor in a teaching hospital, University Teaching Hospital. So he usually send me assistance all the time. And then Access Bank were delaying this time. Anytime he send me assistance, they will not send me a lot. And then this time, the same time he used to send, he didn't send. I noticed that maybe it is because I've not been showing appreciation, because this time I had to send and then snap, screenshot and send again. Okay. As I'm speaking with you, I have problem with my eyes, so I don't do anything. I actually depend on people's assistance and all of that. Okay. So he have taken it upon himself to be a kind of a helper to me. So this time it has been delayed. So he did not send anything to me this time, and I noticed. My spirit told me that no, you have been delaying in sending this man appreciation. I had to send in a message. I said, Daddy, I'm sorry. You have not been delaying, but I don't know what happened. Actually, Access Bank has been dealing with me.
Okay, you can just say the bank.
Account. Yes.
You can just say bank going forward. And we'll get the message.
Yes, and I told him that here is my new account number. Let's not be using. And he was happy. He's such a very nice man. He was happy, and he knew that this is my kind of person. For me to have been doing this is a problem. And then you know that he sent me assistance again immediately. So if you are not appreciating people who are doing good to you, it is wrong. It's not just the only one, but there are other people as well that are doing good to me and to others. So what I'm trying to say is, let's learn to appreciate people who are doing good things to us.
All right.
Appreciation is application to do more.
All right.
Thank you so much, Asking Radio, for this wonderful program.
Thank you so much.
Have a wonderful day.
Yes, you too. Thank you for calling in to be part of the show. So time is not on our hands anymore. But then he shared, that's someone who realized it before it was too late. Maybe before that person completely backed out and it was no longer there. He was able to realize, and that is the most important thing. Realizing that you are not appreciating enough, you're not leaning to, or you're not recognizing the value that person is actually, the value that person actually holds, in your life, until
even if it's big or small, no matter how it is.
Until when they are not there. So it's important that we don't even wait to when they are not there, because some people will go like that and go find out. You cannot even say anything to them. Okay, that's it for the speed lane this morning. I have been your host on the show. My name is Marysyntia Hangeior, and I've been here with
Wandoo Tortya.
And coming up next at 10 a.m. after the news is King James 90s Top 10 right here on As King Radio 98.5 Speed FM. And until then, keep enjoying music of your life, and don't forget to remember that to not wait until someone's absence teaches you the value of their presence.
Hello, my Cloody. Asking Radio is here.